one's scheduled for 5. The champion, Dominick Cruz, 25 years of age. He's 5'8", weighing at 134 pounds. His reach is 68 inches. For Joseph Benavidez, the challenger, he's 26 years of age, 5'4", 134. His reach is 65 inches. This is for the bantamweight belt. We sent it inside. Bruce Buffer has the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, two WEC bantamweight warriors have now entered the cage. But tonight, only one will leave the champion, as this is the main event of the evening. Sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, with Chairman Pat Lundball, Executive Director Keith Kaiser, Commissioners Francisco Aguilar. Our three judges scoring this contest are Adelaide Bird, Lester Griffin, and Nelson Hamilton. Lead physician Dr. Al Capana, and when the action begins, our referee in charge, Steve Mazzagatti. This bout is sponsored by Amp Energy, the official energy drink of WEC. Amp Up, Muscle Farm, fuel for the athlete in you, and Bud Light. Here we go. And now, live from the Pearl at the Palms in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed WEC Bantamweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter, holding a professional record, 12 wins, 1 loss, standing 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 134 pounds. Fighting out of Sacramento, California, Joseph Benavidez. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a boxer and a wrestler, holding a professional record, 15 wins, 1 loss, standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 134 pounds. Fighting out of San Diego, California, presenting the reigning, defending WEC Bantamweight Champion, Dominick Cruz.
All right, gentlemen, this is for that bantamweight belt. Let's make it a clean, fair fight. Obey my commands, protect yourself at all times. Now hook them up.
So it is all about the belt. 5 rounds of action scheduled in the bantamweight division between the challenger, Joseph Benavidez, and the champion, Dominick Cruz.
All right, now here we go. Bring it on. Come on.
Here we go. Who's the best 135-pounder in the world?
Speed will certainly be on display tonight.
And right away, the footwork of Cruz, he's so light on his feet, switches up so well. And even at weigh-ins, when he was all depleted yesterday, he was dancing. He was backstage before he got on the scale, dancing, and just nonstop dancing ever since I seen him this week. Oh, good little shuffle step to the right hand.
Comes at you with such odd angles, such unorthodox attack.
Yeah, he does. Look at a little double right hand right there. Good move to do against the lefty. Benavidez really going to have to figure him out. He's going to have to really cut the cage off. And the best thing to do, the best way to do that against a guy like Cruz is to start hammering some low kicks, slow him down a little, and follow up that low kick with a big hook punch with opposite hand.
Dominick Cruz leading in with the left in the combination, always on the top of his balls of his feet, moving around side to side, not giving Joseph Benavidez an easy target in a very partisan Benavidez crowd here in Las Vegas.
Good counter right hand by Benavidez there.
The fans actually booing Dominick Cruz, and that was a slip. Benavidez dropped to his knees momentarily, and Cruz continues to stalk.
That's right there, underhooked outside knee tap. Benavidez defended it. Nice job by Benavidez. That's what Dominick's kept scoring in that first fight. He landed that takedown a good 3-4 times. And what I like about Cruz, you saw him get tagged with the right hand, and right afterwards, he just comes back guns a-blazing.
It has been over 5 months since Dominick Cruz has had a fight in the WEC, coming off that victory over Brian Bowles, in which he took the belt, suffered a broken hand, had to take some time off, says he's in great shape, ready to go.
And what a performance. That was the best Cruz we've ever seen. He was landing punches. What he's doing really well is following his punch combos
vicious, devastating low kicks. Back to the center of the cage. And Cruz, too, he has that fancy footwork, but he also moves his head pretty well when he does. He does the stutter set, the shuffle set, moves his head. There's a good low kick. Hard hooks from Benavidez.
Tell me what you think. Does Benavidez look a little more calculating than he did in their last fight? Seemed like the last fight he was just bull charging forward on everything.
He looks a little tentative, like he's trying to wait on Cruz a little bit and counter with one of those big, powerful hook punches. There's a good straight from him right there. And he looks to be a little confused when Cruz starts going into all that shuffle step, all that movement.
Fading to his left, coming with a right uppercut.
Yeah, Cruz, for as long as he is, he doesn't use his jab that much. I'd expect him to use it a little more against a shorter fighter like Benavidez.
Good movement by Dominick Cruz, though. He is always moving.
Yeah, like I said, non-stop dancing. Even before weigh-ins, when he's depleted and weak, still dancing. So again, double right hand by Cruz. Benavidez with the counter.
You gotta love the bantamweight division in the WEC.
I know.
You never see a slow fight.
They're so fast. It's unbelievable. You're not going to see this kind of action.
And Benavidez connects with a big right.
Big counter right hand there. And that looks like to be his game plan, to sit back, to let Dominick Cruz move a little. And when he comes in and finally attacks, to counter him with one of those powerful hooks that he has.
Perfectly timed overhand right from Joseph Benavidez as Cruz came in with the midsection kick. Benavidez caught it, fired off.
Yeah, Benavidez sitting back, looking to counter, not attacking as much. Oh, there's the takedown. Benavidez goes for that head. All those guys at Team Alpha Male have excellent guillotine chokes. Cruz shakes it off, out of danger. And Benavidez, probably the best guy I've ever seen in the scrambles. No matter what bad position, we saw that in the first fight. Cruz had him sprawled out, belly down, was on his back, had him sprawled out, and Benavidez able to shake him back, create openings, and move. He's so good in the scrambles. Like I said, a good nickname for him would be the Tasmanian Devil, because just nonstop side-to-side movement. You can't really get control of him on the ground. Some good elbows you see there from the bottom by Benavidez.
Both fighters have great wrestling bases. Joseph Benavidez, a former New Mexico high school state champion. Who do you give the edge to?
Hey, if you asked me before their first fight, I'd say all the way Benavidez. But first fight, 6 takedowns to 0 for Dominick Cruz. And this round, 1 takedown to 0 for Dominick Cruz.
And we will see a second round. Remember, this one's scheduled for 5. Back to Vegas after this. Back in Las Vegas, this is the bantamweight title fight between Dominick Cruz, the champion, and Joseph Benavidez. Benavidez in the green trunks, Cruz in the black and white. Discussion cage side on who we thought won that first round. I thought Benavidez got it. You felt that Cruz got it.
Good shot there from Cruz. Yeah, first round very close. Stand up and off. Benavidez probably landed the harder punches that round. Better low kicks from Cruz. Oh, takedown. There's that guillotine. Wow. Good job of getting back to his feet.
Dominick Cruz scrambles back to his feet.
I see some blood on the forehead of Benavidez. Is that his blood or is it Cruz's?
It looks like it might be coming from the nose of Dominick Cruz.
Yeah, first round really close, but Dominick Cruz seals the round with the takedown. 9 times out of 10, when judges see a close stand-up round, the guy get a takedown at the end, they give the guy who got the takedown the round.
Benavidez has a slight cut right on his hairline. The blood on Dominick Cruz is obviously coming from the head of Joseph Benavidez when they came together. Benavidez throws absolute bombs. He lines up that big right.
He does. Short guy, he's got to get low. He uses his legs. He puts those legs, the power goes through the floor, into his legs, and into his moving punches.
Wow.
There's a good knee from
Big knee from Dominick Cruz.
And he had a lot of success in the first fight with knees.
At this point in round number 2, can you imagine this thing going 5?
I don't know. Both guys are busted up, bleeding out. Looks like both guys hit harder than they did the first time around when they fought. And the evidence is written on their faces.
Corner of Dominick Cruz telling the champion to continue with those feints.
There he goes. Switch, switch, switch. Straight right.
Joseph Benavidez is attacking on multi-levels. Dominick Cruz continues to move, making it difficult. Fires off the big right.
Yeah, he is. Now he's starting to come forward a little. First round, he just sat back and countered. And now he's looking to put a little more pressure on Cruz, start coming forward, land some of those big punches.
Well, the bantamweight division is so absolutely stacked in the WEC with Dominick Cruz, the champion. You've got to figure Brian Bulls wants a piece of this again. You've got to figure Miguel Angel Torres will want to get involved. Takeo Mizugaki, and oh yeah, the California kid has made a new home in the bantamweight division.
Let's not forget about Jeff Curran, too, another solid 135er. This division is stacked, the best fighters from the world. And right now, we're going to find out who's the best 35er. Big punches from Benavidez.
Tasmanian Devil just going after him.
It's like from this angle, I couldn't see if it landed, but boy, I heard it. Oh, good low kick, good counter right hand.
Coming up on 2 minutes to go in this second round. This one is scheduled for 5 for the bantamweight belt in the WEC.
Benavidez lands a low kick of his own, slips, and immediately goes after a single leg. Cruz, good job of escaping there, back to their feet. Looks like the right foot of Cruz is a little red. Looks like it's swollen up a little. I wonder if he hurt it on the shin of Benavidez.
Yeah, you're right. Possibly on Benavidez
Shots
and
behind
Shea.
the ear.
Under 90 seconds to go here in round number 2. Dominick Cruz continues to dance around, looking for his shots. Joseph Benavidez looks to get in closer.
They're fading in and out, throwing some good punches, always moving. Oh, jumping knee, good counter right hand by Benavidez.
And that knee connected to the jaw of Joseph Benavidez from Dominick Cruz.
That's what we're seeing a lot in this fight. One guy landed a good strike, like Cruz landed a beautiful low kick, and then right away Benavidez countering with a punch.
Not to take anything away from our matchmaker, Sean Shelby, but I'll tell you what, this was a definite must-see rematch.
Yeah, really. First one got fight of the night. Why not? And Benavidez definitely earned the title shot with his last 2 performances.
Final 30 seconds of round number 2. Joseph Benavidez in the green trunks. Dominick Cruz, the champion, in the black and white.
Cruz putting the pressure on. Moving his head, dancing, coming forward. Scott Benavidez backing up a little. He's showing that ring generalship. There he goes for a double leg. And immediately, Benavidez attacks that head.
Benavidez with a beautiful sprawl gets it up. Not in deep enough on that as we go under 10 seconds to go here in round number 2.
Yeah.
Will it be the champion or will it be the challenger in this rematch? We'll find out when we come back to Vegas for the 3rd round.
Some action from the first round. Flying knee by Dominick Cruz, and it lands flush. Boy, could Benavidez take a shot.
Round 3, guys, bring it up.
Here we go. This is round 3. We are scheduled for 5 from the Pearl of the Palms in Las Vegas. It's WEC Fighting on Versus, brought to you by K-Swiss Tubes.
Benavidez' right eye looks to be showing a little damage. Looks to be swelling up a little, along with Cruz's left eye.
Benavidez does a great job, though. You see so many fighters when they get to this point, and the hands continue to drop. Benavidez keeps them up. Great defense.
Yeah, he does, and he just went back to a right-handed stance now. I wonder why he did that. He started off fighting southpaw, and now he's going back to a right-handed stance. Maybe because his right hand's his money punch, and he wants to put Dominick's lights out with it. I didn't realize how good Benavidez' chin was until I saw that flying knee land flush. You can't hit a guy harder than that. Low kick from Joseph. Cruz once again always switching, always fading, always changing directions, always making you think. It's hard to get in a rhythm, to get into your game when a guy's doing this. You're always having to adjust to him. There he goes, Joseph's back in the lefty stance.
Benavidez doing a great job just handling the speed of Dominick Cruz, who's making those inside leg kicks almost impossible with his footwork.
Yeah, he's definitely made it a closer fight than the first one. That last round, I don't know who to give it to. Very close round. speed with his action. The good thing about Cruz, even if he does get a little tired, he can get back on the bicycle. That's what you call it when you dance around like that, and catch his breath, dance around, switch direction, recover a little bit. But I don't think he's going to get tired.
Under 2:15 to go here in round number 3. Great action when these guys get into the clinch. Joseph Benavidez, the challenger, in the green trunks.
Cruz has double underhooks there. He's probably looking for that body lock. He landed that in the first fight too. Benavidez shakes it off, goes down for a single. Cruz looks like he's pushing that head down, pulling out. Good job by Cruz defending that center leg. Cruz looking to pump the jab. You should really use that jab a little more to control the distance, the range. There it is. Great weapon against a shorter fighter, especially when you have that kind of footwork that Cruz has. Yeah, popping the jab a little more. Good low kick by Benavidez.
As we go under a minute 20 to go here in round number 3, what do you see from either fighter as Joseph Benavidez is able to land that kick?
That you affected Dominick a little bit. You could tell he had his leg completely straight, and then that's the worst. When you got your weight on your leg, your knee bent a little, pushing into it, you could take a low kick. But when you're pulling out with a straight leg, that's going to hurt. Again, this round's just as close as the third. It's really no one has a clear advantage. Both guys land some good strikes. Oh, nice kick there from Joseph.
Seconds to go here in round number 3. We are scheduled for 5 here in the bantamweight division. This for the WEC Bantamweight World Championship.
Cruz is starting to kick a little bit more. Just landed 2 nice body kicks in the last couple seconds there, and it's probably part of his strategy. Get it, first, second round, don't kick so much. You can take it down easily. Once you feel the guy starting to weaken a little, open up with those kicks.
Good body shots coming from Benavidez. We come up on the end of the 3rd round. The final 10 seconds.
And a takedown by Cruz. That's how you seal a round. Close round, get a takedown at the end of it, just like the first round. Great job by Dominick Cruz.
So round 3 goes into the books. We'll have round 4 after this. Back in Las Vegas, Nevada, Uriah Faber and company working with their fighter, Joseph Benavidez, right now. Let's go back and look at the action from round 3.
There you go, countering the kick with a low kick of his own. Benavidez, like I said, that's the worst low kick you can take. When your legs straighten out like that and you're trying to pull out.
So we go to the 4th round for the bantamweight belt in the WEC. The champion, Dominick Cruz, and the challenger, Joseph Benavidez.
Oh, there it is. Underhook and knee tap. He had success with that in the first fight. Benavidez has been defending well all night and up until now.
Cruz steps around, goes to side control.
Yeah, he passed that guard awfully quick, but Benavidez, doesn't have the greatest guard, but he's so good in the scrambles. If you do get inside mount on his back, he's so good at escaping it. There he goes, recomposing the guard. So he's got a half guard.
And Joseph Benavidez is such a stocky, compact fighter. It's tough to grab hold of him on a body lock.
Yeah, he's a little powerhouse. So good in the scrambles, so quick. There's fishing for a triangle. Wow, what a competitive, close fight.
Remember, this is the first title defense for Dominick Cruz, coming off the victory over Brian Bowles back in March. So this is new territory for him. Factor in that this is a definitely partisan Joseph Benavidez crowd. It'll be interesting to see how Dominick Cruz responds. But so far, Stephen, he's looked great.
Yeah, so far so good. He's starting to open up a little bit more with the takedowns. He's landed one at the end of that last round, and now in this round, this is the most time he's spent on top of Benavidez all fight. And man, what a good fight. The winner will probably get Scotty Jorgensen, who actually had a hell of a fight earlier with Brad Pickett.
Maybe the fight of the night, depending on how this one goes. Brad Pickett and Scotty Jorgensen going all 3 rounds.
Don't hold that fence.
Really, how can you give Scott a title shot after that performance?
He is here sitting cage ringside watching this.
Don't grab it, Joseph. Don't grab that fence like that.
Mazzagatti warning Joseph Benavidez. And look how active Dominick Cruz is staying on top. He's not trying to grind this thing out.
No, he's staying active. He's trying to pass, trying to climb over to a mount. Almost had it, but good job by Benavidez to get that shin back in there. There, Benavidez goes in the scramble. Go for the armbar. Oh, Benavidez on the back. Both guys back to their feet. He's right away going for that guillotine.
Joseph Benavidez almost gave up the back there. Dominick Cruz showing some good grappling.
Really good. He's shown that he's the better wrestler. That wasn't just a fluke in that first fight. And now Benavidez in on a single leg, but it doesn't look like he's going to get it here. A little bit of a stalemate position.
Referee Steve Mazzagatti, if no positions are advanced, doesn't think the fighters are working, he will stand them up.
And Cruz trying to fish that back leg here, and now he's going to try to get his other leg out and get behind Benavidez. No, Benavidez back on the guillotine. Every chance he gets. And Cruz, I'm sure Cruz spent countless hours defending that guillotine for this fight.
Had the arm in there, so it wasn't no real dangers. We come up on 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in round 4.
He's locking the double unders. He actually got a takedown straight to a mount with this in the first fight. Let's see if he could get Benavidez back down. He's got his hands locked around the upper back. Oh, looks like he let the grip go a little bit. Benavidez throwing a good whizzer in there, getting his hips back.
Both fighters trying to advance their position, but right now it's Dominick Cruz that has Joseph Benavidez up against the cage, and Benavidez may be listed at 5'4", but he brought those knees all the way up.
Oh, goes for a head throw there. Good job by Cruz of staying out. Cruz looks to be bleeding there. I wonder what cut him.
Dominick Cruz now bleeding from his face. Go back and look and see. Do you think it was one of the knees?
It had to have been that knee. He wasn't bleeding before that knee. That knee landed up on the forehead, and now he's bleeding good. Looks like the bridge of the nose. The bridge of the nose. And that's a bad place to get a cut. Then that blood. Oh, see, he got the guillotine?
Slips right out.
Slips right out. But a terrible place to have a cut.
All right, Stephan, here we go. The final minute of round number 4.
That blood from getting cut on the bridge of the nose will affect your breathing. It'll go back out into your throat and affect your cardio ultimately. Once again, Cruz in the dominant position on top, taking this round.
He's got that side control. He's got Benavidez up against the cage.
Yeah, Benavidez really can't move, so he's going back to recompose his guard, see what he can do from here.
Well,
He's got to
that
get back
on
to
the
his
face
feet.
of Dominick Cruz makes things very interesting as he tries to go for the full mount. And look at the scramble of Benavidez.
Yeah, he's so good at that. He gives up bad positions all the time, but he scrambles right out of them.
And Dominick Cruz right now is having a serious issue. He's going to have a serious issue with vision if they can't get that cut closed.
Yeah, that nose looks like it's bleeding profusely right now. We're going to have to work on that between this round.
And we will see a 5th and final round as Dominick Cruz goes to his corner looking for some attention.
Paul smiles.
Stitch will take care of that. Let's go back and look at it and see if we can find out exactly where the cut took place.
Yes, this is what we thought. Benavidez bringing the knee up, cracks him right on the bridge of the nose. Here it is from another angle. Beautiful knee by Benavidez. Yeah, being that little, he lists himself at 5'4". He's probably exaggerating a little bit. Brings that knee way up.
Deep breath. Again. Deep breath.
Nasty gash. Ooh, that's a very nasty gash on the nose of Dominick Cruz.
Well, the best cornermen in the business are here, and Stitch is doing his work on Dominick Cruz. It comes down to this, the 5th and final round for the bantamweight belt. The champion, Dominick Cruz, is cut, but he still continues to come forward. And Joseph Benavidez, what does he have left in the tank?
This is it. Benavidez is probably down on the scorecards because of those takedowns and ground control. So he has to do something spectacular this round.
This is for the championship, the 5th and final round.
And who wants it more? It looks like Cruz coming out aggressive, going for that double leg. Boom, high kick.
Well, you got to respect Dominick Cruz. I'm sure he feels in his mind that he has the advantage, but he will not go on the defensive and just try to bicycle around this cage.
You gotta love a fighter like that. He's probably got the fight in the bag. He could probably dance his
to go with what got him there in the first round. Jab and move, coming in with combinations.
That double right hand from Cruz, and it's been working for him all night when Benavidez has been in that southpaw stance. Great thing to do against the southpaw.
I don't know who votes on fight of the night. I don't know if we have a vote or not, but the Pickett-Jorgensen fight I thought was a shoo-in, but I'm telling you, they've got some competition in this 5-round beauty.
I know, depending on how this round goes, they could really steal that fight of the night. Cruz does that well. He'll switch feet like that and punch you from the opposite stance. If he checked that kick well, that's going to hurt Benavidez' foot later.
Oh, and both fighters connect.
Wow, both fighters threw punches, and I just heard loud leather hitting skulls. 1-2 from Cruz. Benavidez counters, going after that leg again.
You look at the left ear of Joseph Benavidez. It is completely swollen over now.
Oh, yeah, it is. It really is. Is that the same area under the cage whip? Oh, front jump knee by Cruz. Benavidez luckily missed that knee. That would have taken his head clean off. But he took that flying knee earlier in the fight, so you got to give him credit for having a chin.
Dominick Cruz has looked very good in his first title defense as we go under the final 3 minutes here in the 5th and final round.
Good body kick by Cruz. He's still dancing, still on the toes. So good at that. Dancing, throwing a punch while he's hitting an angle at the same time.
You want to talk about conditioning though, Stefan? These guys have been going at it for over 22 straight minutes.
You know what?
The pace hasn't slowed that much.
Not at all. They could probably do 5 more rounds. These guys just have that in them. Some fighters do. They just don't get tired. Ever. Never, ever, ever get tired.
Under 2.5 to go now. This for the bantamweight belt. The champion is Dominick Cruz in the black and white trunks. The challenger is Joseph Benavidez. They have met before with the decision going to Cruz.
Cruz pushing the fight again. Again, he checks another low kick from Benavidez. And those, let me tell you, those hurt.
Oh, the spinning back fist connects with the elbow to the face of Dominick Cruz. Cruz got a great chin. He's taking some shots tonight.
There's another right hand by Cruz to the face of Benavidez. Yeah, both these guys could take a punch. Oh, again goes for that spin. He does a good job of setting that up, too. A punch, a kick, then the spinning back fist. Not just a spinning back fist first thing. Minute and a half left in this championship fight. Cruz still moving forward.
Great combinations from both fighters as we are under 90 seconds for the bantamweight belt. Dominick Cruz continues to move around, continues to work the jab. Joseph Benavidez looking for a window, a possible takedown or landing to the big right.
Big right hand there by Benavidez. And Cruz, I mean, that bleed from the nose. That's why he's got that mouth open. It's not a conditioning factor. Just it's the only place he can breathe right now.
Under a minute to go. Slip there for Joseph Benavidez. Even he's now feeling the ear and going, holy smokes, are you kidding me?
Is that really my ear?
Both fighters sustaining damage. Both fighters giving it. They both come together again. It's now down to the final 30.
I have a feeling they're just going to start throwing now. Here comes Benavidez. They both know it's almost all. Oh, good high kick by Cruz. Great action from both guys. Oh, left hand by Benavidez.
Connects on the left.
Takedown by Cruz.
Dominick
seals the deal.
He gets him in with 15 seconds to go, and we will take it down to the final 10 seconds for the belt.
Cruz trying to finish strong with some ground and pound. Benavidez, same thing from the bottom. Oh, good elbow there by Cruz. Benavidez trying to set up. Cruz fishing for the neck. And that is it.
That is it.
What a fight. What a performance by Dominick Cruz. He got hurt bad, broke his nose, and still fought his butt off to win that last round.
What a battle in the bantamweight division. The only way these guys know how to do it. All out speed and aggression throughout. Not once did the referee have to tell them to improve their position or pick up the pace.
Non-stop action. That's 8 rounds of great action. action we've got from these two fighters. How about it?
Well, Dominick Cruz was damaged hard in round 4, but it didn't stop him in round 5. Let's go back. We'll start with round number 1. The action was fast and furious from the get-go.
Yeah, right off the bat, these guys started throwing. Here you see some good punches from Benavidez. Cruz scores a takedown, going underneath. The uppercut there by Cruz, round 2. The kicks, well, there's that flying knee that landed flush. Round 3, Dominick Cruz still dancing, still at a fast pace. Saw a hard low kick from Benavidez there. And the action just never stopped. And ultimately, too, just like the first fight, Cruz was able to secure takedowns in dominant positions. Other than that, the stand-up was razor close. There's Cruz with a broken nose, smiling, laughing, enjoying it.
And here it is, the 5th and final round.
There's that spinning back kick that landed flush from Benavidez. There, that right hand is what cut Cruz over the left eye. Some more shots, good shots from Benavidez, and then sealing the deal with the final takedown at the end of the fight.
And what a scramble and what a fight. For the official decision, we now go inside the cage and Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. Nelson Hamilton scores this 48-47, Benavidez. Lester Griffin scores it 48-47, Cruz. And Adelaide Burns scores the contest 49-46 for the winner. And still, the undisputed WEC bantamweight champion of the world, Dominick Cruz.
So Dominick Cruz defends his title in an all-out war with Joseph Benavidez. He's standing by with Craig Hubbard.
And as you can see, Todd, the blood still flowing from the bridge of the nose in the 4th. How much did that knee stun you?
You know, that knee didn't stun me. I felt the blood start pouring down my face. Hey, fans, thanks for coming out to watch. Benavidez is a great competitor. I give him all the props in the world. He didn't fall into the trash talk of a lot of people. He was a very honorable fighter, and I respect him in every way. Thank you guys for coming out.
Clearly a Benavidez partisan crowd, but as always, you're an incredible